Hello everyone and welcome to the Oklahoma Accent Challenge. This is the Grapes of Wrath, page 96 of the original book. Jug hooked his fingers over the lowest bar of the truck side. He looked up at the Asian green man in the truck. He wet his thick lips with his tongue and he said softly, "Pa, what do you want?" All tumbled around his mouthful of nails. He wore a black dirty slouch hat and a blue work shirt over which was a bottomless vest. His jeans were held out by a white harness leather belt with a big square brass buckle, leather and metal polish from years of wear. His shoes were cracked and the soles swollen and boat-shaped from years of sun, wet, and dust. The sleeves of his shirt were tight in his forearms, held down by the bulging, powerful muscles. Stomach and hips were lean, and legs short, heavy, and strong. His face, squared by a bristling pepper and salt beard, was all drawn down to the forceful chin, a chin thrust down and bailed out by the stubble beard. She was not so great in the chin, and gave it weight and forced its thrust. Over old Tom's unwhiskered cheekbones, the skin was as brown as meerschaum, and wrinkled and raised around his eye corners from squinting. His eyes were brown, black coffee brown, and he thrust his head forward when he looked at a thing, for his bright dark eyes were failing. His lips, from which the big nails protruded, were thin and red. He held his hammer suspended in the air about the driver's sand nail, and he looked over the truck side at Tom, looked resentful of being interrupted, and then his chin drove forward, and his eyes looked at Tom's face, and then gradually his brain became aware of what he saw. The hammer drove slowly to his side, and with his left hand he took the nails from his mouth, and he said wonderingly, as though he told himself the fact, "It's Tommy." And then, still informing himself, "It's Tommy come home," his mouth opened again, and a look of fear came into his eyes. "Tommy," he said softly, "you ain't busted out. You ain't got a hide?" He listened tensely. "Nah," said Tom, "I'm paroled. I'm free. I have my papers." He gripped the lower bars of the truck side and looked up. Old Tom laid his hammer gently on the floor and put his nails in his pocket. He swung his leg over the side and dropped lightly to the ground, but once beside his son, he seemed embarrassed and strange. "Tommy," he said, "we're going to California. Well, we was going to write you a letter and tell you." And he said incredulously, "But you're back. You can go with us. You can go." The lid of a coffee pot slammed in the house. Old Tom looked over his shoulder. "Let's surprise him," he said, and his eyes shone with excitement. "Your ma got a bad feeling she ain't never gonna see you no more. She got that quiet look like when somebody died. Almost she don't want to go to California, fear she'll never see you no more." Stove lid clashed in the house again. "Let's surprise him," old Tom repeated. "It's going like you never been away. Just see what your ma says." At last, touched him on the shoulder, timidly, and instantly took his hand away. He looked at Jim Casey. Tom said, "You remember the preacher, Pa? Come along with me. He been in prison too?" And that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time.